Hi there, and welcome back to Stubbs Aquatics. On this episode, it's all about shubunkins. Now, before we begin, I get a lot of people ask me why I like shubunkins so much. Well, it's a hard thing to answer. I used to keep goldfish when I was young. Never had shubunkins. And then I got some fantails when I was young, and they were really cool. I then got into some koi. And then through a bad winter, I lost all my koi. So I wanted something that looked similar to koi, but were much hardier. So that's why I went with shubunkins. And then I started breeding them or allowing them to flock spawn and breed. And I noticed that I was getting some real beautiful fish. So then I intentionally started breeding the better ones. And then before I knew it, I was hooked on shubunkins. See, I really like the elongated tail on the ones I keep. Some people like the more of the Bristol shorter tail, and I like those as well. What I'm really looking for is some reds, strong red, really clean white, and of course the blue. A black is also a good trait that I'm trying to incorporate in all my fish. I'll be taking out the fish in behind me, well, probably today, to get ready for spawning. Now I'm going to do a little bit of a different method than I normally do. I'm just going to try different ponds or setups for breeding. What I'll do is put one female, two males. And I'll set up at least 4 breeding areas and see what we come up with. The rest of the shubunkins, being all the small fry from last year, well, they'll be going out to my large round pond. Now, it's not the biggest pond in the world, but I should get some decent growth over the summer with them. Now, if you've already seen it, my best high quality babies from last year went to my mom's pond. I'm really hoping and expecting big things from them. So it's a real busy week. We've got a lot of fish to move. I got a lot of areas of ponds and whatnot to show you. So stay tuned and let's get going. Remember, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. It really does help, believe it or not. Think about subscribing. I would really appreciate it. Still have that goal of 2,000 by the end of the summer. We're getting closer. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. So again, if you like shubunkins or goldfish, this video is definitely for you. Currently early in the morning, the fish lights haven't even come on yet. So these guys and ones in behind will all be going out to the round pond. But more importantly, we'll get over here. These are my females, or mainly females. They'll all be being divided up into several different ponds. Excuse the algae, I've had a bit build up and it's just been so hectic rebuilding the koi pond. These are my male breeders. You might notice a couple missing. That's okay. They're fine. I just, well, I sold them off, and these guys are going to be the ones that are breeding for me. You may think my pond water is dirty. I've actually let some algae bloom and got some biomass going, just for food for the fish. Yeah, I threw a bit of clay soil in there just to make it dirty. And of course, my grandson thought it was a great spot to play with his boats. I hate to break it to him soon that I'll be adding my goldfish and he won't be able to play in it anymore.
But your other boat.
You know, but right now you got to give kids their time and let them play. He sure does like the ponds, and he sure likes his fish. Definitely like that. Just in, put a tiny bit of food to see if I can get them to just relax, and they can smell it and they're up already, which is a good sign. That's it. There's 2 males, one female. Female is the whitish one. The other one, he's not ready to come up yet. He's still sulking. A few days later, they settled nicely in here. No spawn activity yet, but there hasn't been a rain for since they've been in, and a rain will usually bring them in to spawn. Spawning mops at the far end have all been set up. We're just waiting for the right weather. Again, if the weather doesn't change, well, I'll do a water change, and that should bring them in to spawn. Sorry, Jackson, you won't be able to use this, well, for the rest of this season as your playing pond. Not the biggest pond, that's for sure, but they're all hiding here. These are a smaller set, actually a double set of male and female. And you can barely just see the big female at the bottom. She's, when I say big, she's only 2 years old, but she's going to be a big girl. I'm sure she'll be up in a minute. She'll smell the food.
Actually decided to go with 3 males and 1 female in this little breeding setup.
And another breeding area. Trying to block out some of the sun rays here. I've got 1 for sure female and 1 I'm not sure about, so I've got actually 4 fish in this. We've got lots of filtration going, and I'll do lots of water changes. These are some of my smaller but favorite little shubunkins. We'll get a better look at them in another couple days, but they're active. They can smell the food, and they're definitely coming up. This breeding pond, nice and mature. I'm expecting big things from this one. I've got a pretty much a Sarasa female in here with some really nice markings, and one of my favorite, or actually 2 of my favorite males. Probably have to wait a little bit for them to come up. But those are my 4 breeding areas this year. Sponge filters really cleared this water up significantly, which makes the shubunkins a little bit leery, but they're eating well and doing well. There's lots of spawning material in here, or media, so I'm expecting them to spawn about the same time as the others. Again, I'll probably have to do a water change or wait for a rainfall for them to trigger the spawning. Spawning really depends on 1, water temperature, 2, the amount of sunlight they've been getting. That has to increase in order for them to spawn. It's been almost a week now, and these are the fish at my mom's pond. They're really shy currently, but regular feedings at regular spots will bring the shyness out of them. As you can see them start coming out now. I would anticipate within another week or 2 weeks that they'll just flock as soon as I come, or my mom comes close to the pond. All the little shubunkins are out in this pond, and it's pretty hard to see any of them, especially with the filter going. So lots of aeration, lots of filtration. That should make for some great growth. There they come now. I can tell the difference in their coloring already. There are going to be some nice ones in here, definitely. Sometimes I actually forget how many are actually in here, and there's a lot. There's several different schools of them. By the end of the summer, I don't think you're going to recognize these guys. I probably won't even recognize them after the summer. For right now, they're going to get fed twice a day, and the flake that I currently put in here is a shrimp-based flake. So that should really help with the coloring and the growth. I'll mix it up, and like I said, they'll get fed a minimum of twice a day. These guys are getting a mix of Northfin koi food and omega-1. They really seem to like it. It should stimulate some breeding pattern, being so high in protein. They're a little skittish in this barrel simply because it's not a very big barrel, and I am. But they're eating well. The water quality is staying up high, and breeding mops are already set up for these guys. Really hard to see with the sun the way it is right now. If you're wondering about the netting, it's just to keep birds out, being herons and kingfishers. I don't need them attacking my breeding stock, or any of my fish for that matter. These guys are the ones that most at ease and are quite comfortable with me being around here. So thanks everyone for watching. Hope you like this update on the shubunkins. Again, it's really early in the season, and I expect big things for the future with these guys. So if you liked it, make sure you hit the thumbs up. It really does help. Think about subscribing and set that notification so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Thanks again. We'll see you real soon. Bye for now.